guys, it's Joel and welcome back to the channel. Now today we have slightly better weather than in the last video. Not quite good enough to have the roof down, but anyway, we're going to be taking the Z4 out for a drive. I have seen lots of YouTube comments and Instagram messages lately asking me if I have fallen out of love with my Z4. I guess mainly because I've just been posting less content with it. Before we jump into it, thank you to everyone for liking, subscribing, watching the videos. I have some really big plans for this year, and the quicker that this channel grows, the quicker we'll be able to do those plans. We're so close to 10,000 subscribers, so if you are one of the 80% of my viewers who is not subscribed, I would be really happy if you did subscribe now and drop this video a like. Lastly, I get quite a lot of questions about this car, which I've answered in previous videos, and not all of you know that. So what I've actually been doing is adding every single video I've made with this Z4 into one dedicated playlist. So if you fancy binge watching that right now and seeing my whole Z4 journey, you can do that by clicking in the top right hand corner of the screen. But anyway, I think yeah, like I say, the weather's not too bad today. Let's jump into the video and go for a drive. So then, have I fallen out of love with my Z4? Well, let's put it this way, I don't plan on selling the car. I know it has been a constant theme over the years that I've talked about, I'm going to sell my Z4, I'm going to buy this, I'm going to buy that. But I think I have finally now come to the decision that ideally I don't want to sell this car. Not because I want to have this as my only car forever, but A, it's quite high mileage now. I've become very attached to it. I know you guys enjoy the car a lot, and I've always been longing to have this car in better condition than it is. So with that, my plan is to buy a second car very soon, hopefully, as long as I can afford to, which may be a project car, but it will be something that I can use as well as the Z4, meaning that I can take the time to get the Z4 looking right and driving right. I can do things like getting some new springs for it, getting some new wheels for it, sorting out all of the cosmetic bits, because it will be retired as my daily at that point and become more of a weekend toy. If you want me to do a video talking about, I guess, all of the dream and ideal modifications I'd like to do to the Z4 one day, then let me know. But otherwise, just comment below as well what you would actually like to see, because there may be things I haven't even thought about. But yeah, again, this is all speculation. Nothing is set in stone. I am working really hard behind the scenes, just know that, to try and essentially raise the funds to be able to afford to run 2 cars and maybe even 3 by the end of the year. So yeah, that's basically it. I'm working as hard as I can to make it happen, because I want the Z4 to be like the nicest there is. I really do. Obviously it's high mileage, I want to get it like detailed, I want to get new wheels, I want to get some springs, probably a new clutch, sort out some interior bits. If it is like not the car that I need to use every single day of my life, I can really focus on making it look better and also just looking after it better as well. So needless to say, really, I do still love the car. As much as maybe I don't always want to admit it, it's a great car. Like within the bracket that these things are, they are just, you know, they're such good value for money, and they do drive pretty well for that. Don't get me wrong, as I've said in previous videos, because I use this as my daily, you know, it's not always the car I'd want to be driving on my commute to work. I mean, it's not. And I really would like it to just be a toy that I can only ever drive for enjoyment purposes. Because yes, it is rattly, it's noisy because of my own decision making on the exhaust front, and it's, you know, it's better as what I'm doing today, just taking it out for a drive and enjoying it. That's what I want this car to be to me, and I think to lots of my viewers, that's what, if you own a Z4, that's what it is to you as well. It's sort of your weekend toy. But yes, I still love the car, I absolutely do, and that's the reason I want to keep it, and that I want to get it looking really good, because I do love it. And imagine it was in really nice condition as well. That would just be the icing on the cake. See what I mean? The sound is great when you just want to come out and enjoy the car. Absolutely love it. Another reason then I would love to keep this car and not sell it is Soft Top Showdown. Those of you who have been around on the channel for a while will have seen back in the summer I started a series by the name of Soft Top Showdown, which I think everyone really did seem to enjoy, and realistically it actually was quite a helpful series for people to watch. I mean, the reason I did it is because when I was looking for my Z4, there was nothing on the internet really that was comparing all of these two-seater sports cars to each other. So I sort of designed it with that in mind, and I think it has helped a lot of people, so that's great. But we've had some fantastic episodes. We had JM and his S2000, we've had a Mark III MX-5, Porsche Boxster S 986 generation, we had an MGTF, and we've also had the BMW Z3. But I'm not finished with that series, and obviously I need the Z4 to continue it. So I would love to continue that as the weather starts to improve, hopefully in the spring or summer here in the UK. Sorry, this is such an awful road. So yeah, so it'd be great to continue that series. I think the two cars I can really think of I would like are an Audi TT Roadster and a Nissan 350Z Roadster. So if you know anyone, or you do own yourself one of those cars, let me know and we can make something happen. But yeah, that would be a great series to continue in the warmer months of the year. So let's just bring it back then a little bit to the title of today's video, and have I fallen out of love with the Z4? So in summary, as I mentioned earlier, on a road like this, although albeit bumpy, when I'm just out right now to go and run an errand but I wanted to drive the car, I love it. You know, I absolutely love the car. Yes, there's better sports cars out there for this job, but again, I'm used to this car now. Lots of other people enjoy it, and again, for the price bracket that they are, it's such a fantastic proposition and a great car to have. However, on the flip side, like I said, as a only car, it can get frustrating. Don't get me wrong, it's a fantastic daily, it's brilliant, it's comfortable. These seats are honestly some of the most comfortable I've ever sat in a car. I mean, it's not a Rolls-Royce Phantom, but I don't have any troubles doing long journeys in this car. So it is a fantastic motorway cruiser. You 100% can use it daily. I've done that for almost 3 years and 50,000 miles, and I am still driving it. But in an ideal world, you'll have another daily, so that this can just be your little toy. And you guys are always complaining that the car's dirty, my headlights need sorting, I'm missing this and this and this. And that's true, but if you think about it from my perspective, I genuinely, and I'm not exaggerating, I use this car every single day. Every single day. So for me it's pretty much impossible for me to have it on the off the road to have cosmetic bits sorted, because A, I'm using the car every day and I can't, I don't have the time to have it sorted, and B, because of the amount of miles I'm doing in it and I'm driving it in all conditions, any cosmetic bits I really spend a lot of money on. I'm going to get wrecked again soon anyway. But if this becomes a second or a third car, that can change entirely. So then, I didn't really know where this video was going to go. I've seen the question a few times, like, Joel, why don't you drive your Z4 anymore? Like, why do you don't seem to enjoy your car anymore? I saw lots of questions like that, so I just thought I'd come out today and answer it for you. So I hope you've found that interesting. But yeah, essentially, like, yes, I 100% do drive my car all the time, and that's part of the issue. And I do, maybe, I'm not as excited by this car as I once was, but I mean, I'm so used to it now, and like I say, I've done 50,000 miles in it over just 3 years. So, you can have any car, and eventually it will become less exciting than when you first get it. That's just going to happen. But that doesn't take away from the fact that, as I've explained in this video, I still love the car, and you'll be pleased to know I'm not selling it because it is still my only car, and when I plan on buying a second, this isn't going to go anywhere. So yeah, I hope you guys have found this video interesting, not too boring. I'm glad you all enjoyed my last video on the 5 things you didn't know about the Z4. That went down really well, and I genuinely was actually surprised. So in the video I said, well, I'm sure there'll be someone who doesn't know about one of these things. I actually was lying to myself. I thought that, you know, I thought it was rubbish actually, and no one would know, or everyone would know about the things I was telling you. But it seems lots of you have now got free wind deflectors you didn't know about that were in your boot, a free medical kit that you didn't know existed. So, and even the traction control thing, lots of you didn't understand either. So I'm glad I made that video, and I'm glad you've all enjoyed it. And yeah, if you have enjoyed this one and you haven't liked it already, please do go ahead and drop a like on this now. If you've got any other questions for me, sometimes the best way to actually get hold of me is just sending me an Instagram message. Follow me on Instagram, hit message, and you can just talk to me directly on there. And of course, if you haven't subscribed already, I know there'll be someone watching right now who isn't subscribed. You can't understand enough how much it helps to have a bigger subscriber number. Honestly, when it gets above 10k, it'll be a lot easier to start borrowing cars from manufacturers, getting the new Z4, you know, all sorts of things that I won't go into now. But yeah, if you could please subscribe if you're not already, or at least tell your friends if you are. I would really appreciate it. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you very, very soon.